welcome to Those Guys Podcast. I am your host here today. I am the Chiz.
Low Mid in the house.
Wayne King with the mask.
Wayne King with the mask.
Hey. Big Sweet here.
Sweet.
John the Beast in the building.
Beast.
Meg.
Hey, the Meg.
Very excitable.
Oh, Crystal.
Hey, Crystal.
Jenny.
Jim.
And Brittany.
And Brittany.
And Susie.
Hey, Susie Q in the
Q.
house.
Susie Q, yeah. I was
And
that.
then we got the most vicious foul mouth assassin.
Cabana.
Foul mouth assassin. The Cuban sensation if he was a stripper.
Talk about me like that, man.
Damn.
Woody.
Lay it down.
Hey. We're proud to have you back, Wood. Yeah, you know, we couldn't have Mr. The Clown here today because he called out again.
No, he's clowning out.
Yeah, he's clowning out. Hey. And then the boxing champ himself.
Balls, that's what happened.
The boxing champ himself, Martini, he couldn't make it in today. But guess what? We got a star-studded cast today, guys. We got Battle of the Sexes. Yes, we got the women on one side and we got the men on the other. But more than anything, the most important thing is we got Wayne King with the mask today. Oh man, that's a name right there, yo. We've been changing it all week. Like I couldn't get it the first time, and then when I got it, I was like, that is a unique ass fucking name. God, jeez, I gotta give it to you, bro. That's a good fucking name.
Appreciate you.
And then I got my vicious dog with me here today. The Yorkie, Lucky Luck. But I brought the women in here today because me and my fiance have been having this battle for the past couple months.
Yeah.
Infinity Wars.
A couple questions we've been having, and I brought the women in because I feel like women should, you know, I feel like the women will have mixed questions because she's like, oh, every girl, and I'm like, no, not every girl, not every woman.
I did not say every single girl.
Okay.
Pretty much though.
Yeah, just
But
the
you
right
said pretty much.
Just the
Pretty
right
much.
Just the smart one.
So basically, our
Not the
argument,
idiot.
our main argument, and I'm gonna bring this up as the main argument because I was gonna use it as the last thing. I'm bringing it up as the main argument. Our main argument was that we stated that we just said that. Well, okay. So we said we were having a discussion, and I said that blowjobs are not considered sex. She said, she was like, "Oh my gosh, yes it is," and I was like, "No, it's not." Exactly. That was my thing, and I said it was that. But she was like, "Oh no, it's not."
Yes, it is.
Foreplay. So hold on. So hold on. So we had. Hold on. Look.
Started already.
Hold on. So we had our guys in here the other day. They said no.
Oh, she's here.
Of course, the guys.
So they said that.
Of course,
the
they
guy
say
said no, it's not. All right. She was
course.
like, I disagree because it's just me. Then we called a couple people. Some was like yes, some was like no. So I said, you know what? I need the women in here because I need to prove a point, or I could be wrong. You never know. So, as I throw the topic to the ladies on the right-hand side of the room, I'll start with you, Britt. What do you think? What do you say?
You asked me this the other day at work too, but
and what did I say?
Look how red she's getting.
I'm hot as hell. It's so hot in here.
Yeah, don't worry, I got you.
And I have a tank top on.
I'll take care of that. Just answer the question.
I think yes, it is a form of sex.
It's a form of sex, but is it sex?
Yeah, because you can do a lot.
And then I'm looking at this meme on Instagram.
I think I'm watching the wrong
I think I'm watching the wrong Bird Box movie.
We have to value their opinions more than anything.
It is a form of sex.
Is it sex though?
Yes.
Why? Okay. Why?
Because you're putting your dick in my mouth. What do you mean?
But hold on.
At least sweet.
If a guy puts his dick in your ear, is that?
It's not going in my ear. It's not going in my ear. It can go 3 places. That's it.
You ever had a man just tickle you with his dick in your
You
ear?
better know.
They call it the whispering dick.
She said 3 places.
You ever had that dick whispering?
You said 3.
Hold on. let her get her. Let her get it off. Get it off. Get it off.
Whoa. It is a form of sex. It is a form of sex. Yes, that is.
So you feel that it's a form of sex?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, Jenny from
It's
the
gonna
block.
lead to more sex.
What do you think?
If you want to be technical, it's oral sex.
Exactly, and that's how I said it.
Oral sex.
No,
Yeah,
it's
but
not.
it's not sex. Sex. Okay. I will
We're talking
explain
about
it.
Oral
sex.
sex.
So it's oral sex, but it's a form of sex, but it's not sex.
It's not dick and it's not dick and pussy.
In a fucking pussy.
Or ass.
Exactly. So
Oh
anyway,
my
so
God.
so you say it's oral
There's
sex.
anal
you
sex,
get
oral
oral
sex,
sex.
and
Okay.
vaginal
Oh, and that's not a
sex.
question.
Vaginal sex. I couldn't even say it.
Vaginal.
That's not what we're
Vaginal.
And there's,
oral is not
Sweet.
sex, but supposedly oral is not sex. That was the last conversation we had in the last podcast. They really don't
But it's
consider
called
it.
oral sex.
Sex.
So
Yes,
it's
sex.
sex.
It's
Oral,
a form
but
of sex, but
also-
it's not sex.
Yeah, but
It's
then-
a form of sex, but it's not actual sex penetration.
Exactly. So there we go.
How
How
There
about
we
it taking
go.
a booty and then the booty?
Gotta
Isn't that considered
penetrate.
sex? Because
Jenny's
they
on the
said
cat
no.
side.
Yeah, that is sex.
They said no.
Bruh.
These guys said no.
Bruh.
I like how she avoided the question though.
No, what?
What's the 3 holes you get it in?
Duh, you didn't.
She had to think about which 3 holes.
I'll rest my case.
She said,
Okay, we're all grown here, so we know we've all tried certain fucking
Okay,
things.
okay.
So yes,
okay.
I've tried
But
all
that's-
3.
That's not the topic.
But
That's not
Mouth,
the topic.
mouth, vagina, and the butt.
In the butthole.
Vagina in the butt.
Butthole. It's not the ass. It's the butthole.
We still got a panel. So you say yes.
Yes.
All right. Wait, no. There's a mic there. So you say yes. You say no.
I say yes because you can lead up, like you can build up to it as well. So the stuff before that is also foreplay if you're considering it that.
Okay.
So I
So
say
y'all
yes, it
telling
is a
me
form
y'all
of
never
sex.
got
So you
head
say
in
no.
Yeah, I
It's
never
not a
got
form of
that
sex. Is it sex?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Right?
No, I think
That's so bad.
Like, what if it was bad head?
Okay. Okay.
You gotta
The
go.
man don't care.
My mom's calling. I gotta go.
Hold up.
I just brought back bad
Say
memories.
that, like, they're fucking in the mouth or something because it's not.
Wait.
But there is skull fucking.
Wait.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's skull fucking.
Hold up.
You can fuck the shit out of a person, man. You ever skull fucking?
Hold up, bro. I got you.
Thank you.
I got you. I got you.
It has happened.
Hold on. Can she take it all the way in there? Fuck that.
Wait.
True.
No, let me tell you something.
What's up?
You can actually get fucked in the mouth. That
Exactly.
has happened.
It's just you grab the head and you beat the shit out of it.
Exactly.
You fuck the shit
So
out
the
of it.
same way.
Hold up.
Listen.
Wait.
same-
We're getting off topic. Stay on topic.
We're talking about the mouth.
Okay, yeah, I understand that. It's a different topic. So hold up. That's a different topic. So next, the Meg, the Vicious, the Shock.
I'm seeing both sides because
The Megadon.
oral sex, you get sexually transmitted diseases,
Bruh.
skull fucking, but yeah, it doesn't always lead to sex because I mean,
So you
sometimes the
said-
head that good.
So wait, hold on.
So yes, there's oral sex
Oh,
and
no,
then
no,
there's
no, no.
sex.
No. So we're saying, is
I
it
see
sex?
both points.
Is it sex?
You gotta pick one. You gotta choose.
It has to be. Is it sex? We know it's a form of sex.
Hold on.
Is it sex?
The blue pill or the red pill?
No. Hold on. So is it? Is it though?
What do you think?
Well, you don't need morning after, so yeah, it's not.
So you say it's not. So
Damn.
it's 2 to 7.
Straight to the point.
You're pregnant, okay?
Hold on. Beast.
It's not sex.
It's not sex. Wood. What you got?
I think.
Hell no.
Okay.
Every
All right,
single
all right.
man is
Y'all
going
gonna
to
say no
say
because
no.
Chloe's not involved.
Every
So I
single
got a
man.
better one. I
Hold
got a
on.
better one.
We ran the
You skipping
panel.
somebody.
We still got Sweet. What you got?
Of course not.
Okay. All right. We keep the best.
Not gonna hate me for this, but yeah, I think it is sex.
Bruh. Whose side you on?
I'm sorry. Hold on, listen. As a man that has experienced
entitled to-
both sides, you know what I'm saying? Pussy, well, all sides, really.
Wait,
Pussy.
whoa.
Talking about between all sides.
Every
All
single
sides.
hoe. Every single hoe.
So
know what
you
I'm saying?
experience every single
No,
one.
not like that.
We got some
You're right. I give it to you. But no.
Peanut butter. Yeah.
That's why he wears the mask.
Yeah, you do. You should.
I automatically set myself up to
And you get bored.
Hold up. So
what if it's bad though?
So wait, keep.
If it's bad, then
wait,
hell no,
keep
it ain't
just threw
sex.
us off.
That's just a bad experience.
So hold on. Lo, what you got? Lo?
Hell no.
Okay.
No. Fuck no. Just absolutely fuck no.
Okay, so the next question is.
Okay, hold on.
You already know it's no. I already know your response.
Okay, so I'm gonna say now, me personally, I don't think of it as sex, and the only reason why I say I don't think of it as sex is because in health class.
Oh my God.
In anatomy,
he took it back. He took it back. My teacher told me.
They tell you.
No,
but I'm telling you. In anatomy and physiology, and in sex class, and in the little pre-nursing classes that I took, because I was trying to talk to that one chick. Love you, baby. But
make sure you say that.
But sex is
You always say love the
considered.
baby, but
Sex is considered penetration in the vaginal area. When they do like rape kits and stuff like that in the hospital, they're not testing a girl's mouth. They're not testing anything else. But
my dog.
yeah, who's that?
I think they do take the swab test.
Yes, they
If
can.
they tell them like
they do swabs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
He forced me to suck
the
mine.
main area that they check is what?
He forced me to put it in my mouth.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And they will check a rape kit in the ass.
What?
Yeah.
They what?
They
Yeah. I've seen
Yeah.
that. Mhm.
But see, that's the next topic too, because supposedly they think that anal is not sex.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it is.
It's a form of sex.
Seriously,
Just like
guys?
blowjobs.
Is it
What is
Lord? What is the difference?
Well, that's what I
Exactly.
said. It's a
Because
form.
he
I didn't
just
say it is sex.
said-
I said it's
Danny.
a form of sex, but I didn't say it is sex.
happens that way.
Because you're saying that the difference between it is that it's a form of it, but
It's
that
not.
it is or
but,
not.
but
What is
it's
it?
not. It's a form of sex, but it's not.
It's penetration. Just like
Yeah,
you
and
penetrate.
and
Just
you
like
said it,
yeah, like,
and I
wait,
quote, penetration.
I'm just saying, okay,
Just like
if
you
it has the
penetrate.
word sex at the back
It's
of
not
it,
an
then it's most
entrance.
likely
Sex.
linked to sex. You feel what I'm saying? It has to link to sex. That's the reason why they put sex at the end.
There is an exit
Yeah.
and an entrance.
Can't get a girl pregnant.
Now, when you go to foreplay, at least foreplay to me is probably just hitting the candle, throwing some wax on, maybe melting the cheese and licking it off a pussy or something. That's foreplay. You feel me? However,
You got
What girl is allowing you to put hot wax on this pussy?
wax on your home and lick it on cheese, okay? That's all you should be doing at home, okay?
Shades of
Now,
gray.
listen, there's a lot of shit that goes on. Y'all about to hear some shit, so mind you. But I'm just saying.
At all.
You gotta show up with a mask.
Yeah.
I will. I'm working on getting my mask. Trust me.
Alright, we gotta hear this.
I have not heard what
is
is
like,
at all.
Wait, hold up.
fingers and touching and
Like taking a feather and rubbing it on her body. and shit like
How do
that.
lesbians have sex?
you got chains, you got bondage.
They dildo the fuck out of each other. That's what they do.
No, but no, they okay. Well,
I mean, they
don't have the
scissor.
dildo.
They
No,
scissor. They touch their
exactly,
pussy together.
But there's no
But
penetration.
that's true. They rubbing
There's no
it though.
penetration.
And that's kinda like-
timbers.
But if you have, I'm sorry if I'm a freak here, but there's double dildos that they go through with it too. You know what I'm saying? They
Yes,
fucking the
but-
shit out of each other.
How much for you watching?
Listen.
You be on You be on a lie. You got
My first fucking website.
You remember that one Kevin Hart kid? He said, leave your man at home. Just step out the door for like 15 seconds and just rub back in, and he's gonna be on the laptop. Just damn girl.
That's you. No.
Now I know what I'm saying. Damn shit, take a moment.
As soon as she goes in the door, they're already pulling up the
Hey.
Yeah.
stretching and everything.
Look,
You know,
she ain't complaining.
Yeah, she ain't complaining.
And he wore the mask. So he was just like,
Listen.
Hold on.
The same
Wait, King with the mask. I want to know
way-
one question.
What's up?
Did you dip your meat in there?
just tip.
Bro, I ain't even fucking, bro. I just dipped my meat in, bro. That's all I did, bro. What you tripping about?
previous podcast.
This is
Don't worry
previous
about it. But
podcast.
anyway, but hold on.
I can't tell you. I can't tell you the story. I'll
What
tell you
gonna
later.
happen? We go. But he was like, just dipped it, right?
Hey, actually, we should ask that question though. Is it serious though? All right, if you just dip your meat in, does that consider sex? Did you fuck her?
Yeah.
Once you open up the pathway, that's it.
Once you got in,
Once you open up the pathway.
Now, however, to my boy, compared to his boy getting mad at him fucking his girl, he said he just dipped his meat in. He ain't fuck her.
No. Okay, so you guys think that coming inside the vagina is actually complete sex?
No.
Wait.
That's an orgasm.
Wait, hold on.
No.
Once you rub your
Putting
pussy
meat-
against that top and slide on in, that's sex.
That's sex. Yeah.
Exactly. So you put your tip in it.
That's it.
So it's sex.
That's what I told him, but you know,
Just
no,
like
we
I'm
agree to that.
saying, just like what I'm saying is the same way you guys.
So what you got? Wait. So what you think?
She agrees with me.
Special guest.
Is the blowjob considered sex?
Yes.
It's not.
So I got a question.
You can.
What is it, like a favor?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're all females who actually don't do oral sex. So hold on. But that's a quick question though. There is a point you guys are trying to make though. When you're eating the pussy, you're not sticking your tongue in it, unless you do stick your tongue in, of course. But you're not sticking your tongue in it, and they call that oral sex. So
I would hope you're sticking your
you
tongue
see what
in.
I'm
I'm just saying.
Wake in with the mask.
Okay.
Hope you doing it.
Okay. So we
You don't have to worry about
we
none of
had the
that.
women in. We had the discussion.
Thanks.
It's balanced. It's literally balanced.
No, he was on our side.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's
Yeah,
balanced.
it's balanced because she was on their side. I was.
Oh, okay.
So it's balanced.
Listen,
Yeah,
the
we
same way you
forgot
put
about
your
home.
dick in the
Woody,
vagina.
what you think? What you think, Woody?
We already know what he thinks.
What?
What you
I
got?
say as long as if you put the tip in, it's not sex. Foreplay.
Mira, este cubano, mira.
You about to hate him on
Yeah,
that.
he said he just dipped his meat. He went to a girl yesterday and just dipped his meat, and that's all he did. But
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Okay,
don't
so
do
my bad.
all right. So let's go with the girls. So girls, so we're okay to go and suck another man's dick, right? And they cannot come and say we cheated on them. It's not sex.
hey, that's the
right?
same.
Well,
Hey, it's
hold
got to
on.
be
Right?
something.
Oh,
I got one better. If a
It's
guy
not
gave
sex,
y'all
right?
head and it was whack, would you count it as sex?
No, it's head.
No, it's sex for me.
See?
So wait, hold on. How did that switch? So
Because
I'm mad at how good it is.
I'm gonna tell you right now, because if it's good, those panties is dropping and there's gonna be some sex.
True.
But if it's bad, you're gonna be like, hey, I got your
My
Uber
mom called.
outside.
It's like my mom called.
But it's like, yo, there's people who don't get it at all.
Oh, and
That's true.
Bye.
Okay, so it's
Here's my foot,
pretty
here's
balanced
the
across the
door.
board.
Yeah,
We do
it's
have
balanced.
some that say and some that do. And
Guess
all I can say is
They said
that
I'm on the fence.
we
it's
just
hard.
put it down in the comments.
Alright, so let me make sure I
You
suck
have-
someone
if you
else's
feel
dick.
what it
You
is.
will not get mad at me. She gonna get
Whoa,
that's
whoa,
sex,
whoa,
right?
whoa.
That
At
escalates.
the
Like,
end of the
yeah,
day,
I know,
at the
yeah,
end of
I
it,
totally
it's a-
transmitted
we said it's a
Right?
form of sex.
That's a
It's not
technical foul.
Right?
Flag on the plane.
Yep.
Ah,
That was
okay.
Come home and be like, baby, I sucked somebody's dick. Is that cheating? Bye.
Bye.
Ah, okay.
Turn right around and go right back out that
So
door.
this is-
Hold on. Not if you Fernando though.
Yo.
Oh, we
Yeah,
just
that's a
shouting
whole
at-
different
y'all have more people.
There's only a couple that
Yo, hold up. That's not even fair.
They were here in here the other day, and they're telling their story, and they're just shooting out names, and we're all
That was
sitting there
really
just
only
like,
two,
yo,
maybe
these
three.
guys just have like, y'all just don't care about names.
I called him Nando though. I sure did. You know,
Yeah,
hey, this is
no.
Nick. You know
He's
what I
not gonna know. All right, next topic.
All right,
which
next
is a
topic.
good
Next
one,
topic.
too.
All right. So, segueing onto that, the next question I have: receiving gifts from your ex, is it? Do you accept it, or do you kind of just say, "Hey, don't do it again"?
Depends on what it is.
Depends on. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll bring it up. We'll bring it up. Okay, we'll bring it up. So the women are going to be different, and the guys are going to the women are going to be different. The women are going to be different, and the guys are going to be different. All right.
Gotta go.
I'm gonna tell you right now, some women gonna be the same way I feel, depending on what it is.
Hey, okay, all right. So Susie Q.
Everybody got a price.
Hold on.
You can tell by her face. Hell no.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
Say that and she goes,
okay.
right price.
Susie Q.
Yeah.
Might be like private jet. She was
Susie
like,
Q.
hey, thank you.
You had. Let's say you had your boy who just slided up in the DMs and was like, "Hey, I got you a gift." Hold up, just answer the question. And he sent you a gift, and he sent you a nice. Let's just say he sent you a nice Tiffany's bracelet.
I'll throw that shit in the trash. That's it.
Girl, you better sell that shit.
You
Fuck
say
that.
Right.
You better make some money.
I was
She gonna open
like,
that box and be
what?
like,
I want to be sentimental.
I'll be like,
Can
you
you
just
take a
give me
picture
a
of it and say,
Tiffany's
this is what
necklace?
happens when you give me shit like this.
I'm like, must be nice. Must be nice.
And then you would stop it. You would like, give me that shit.
Stop the video right before it hits the garbage can and then throw it out.
You throw it in the trash and you be like, that's how I feel. Then you stop the video.
10 minutes later.
Damn, look at this shit.
Or send it back with something else.
Well, honestly, he will not be able to send me anything because I
I'm not
block
gonna
people
answer.
out of my life. I block them. So there's no type of communication at all.
But what if he was like
But
that
if he
creepy
does
stalker?
creepy stalk me
God.
and he sends me one, then I won't be like, oh, must be nice, but then I'll throw it in the trash, or I end up selling it to somebody else.
Or give it to you.
Yeah, honestly. But I feel that once you know your ex is your ex, period. Your ex is your ex. Married, if you have a husband or you have a fiance, whatever it is, your boyfriend, you should not be sending nobody a gift, especially if you're receiving it from your ex.
Okay.
Because I find it really disrespectful.
Well, what if they also send your spouse a gift?
Oh, wow.
First and foremost, the bitch did not send me no fucking gift.
All right.
This is good.
Wait, what ex?
Switch life.
It's good stuff. Give me the.
Brittany, what you got?
No, I agree. Like,
So what if he? Hold up. What if he sent you a nice necklace?
I'd be like, first of all, in my experience, I'm like, I wouldn't believe it. I'd have to send it back and come up stolen or something. So, and I'd have to actually get a gift. First of all,
Wait, hold on.
You gonna have to tell him bring the
Why are you
receipt, right?
saying if he, what if your man gets a gift?
Oh yeah,
from
no,
an ex?
no.
That is the question.
I will be sending
Not
something
that
back, and it
she's-
won't. I'll take the gift, and it won't be. So I'll send something back. Return address. I'm just gonna. That'd be so bad.
I got you.
But why though? Why would you feel?
Because it's disrespectful. There's no reason for
That,
contact.
both, I
there's no
guess.
reason.
Both.
There's no reason for you to be thinking
or-
about him to send him a gift. What? Why were you even thinking about him? Like.
Okay.
Because she missed that
All
D.
right, hold up. My wild card. What you got for me, Jenny? What do you think? So if your husband receives a gift from his ex, and it was a
Ferrari.
That's a little too high. That's a little too high. Oh,
They're definitely.
he receives a gift.
I won't even be mad at you. I'm like, baby, take that shit. Let's go. What you talking about?
Let's just say
No, you were thinking about it, bitch.
she went out and bought him a Xbox One.
No.
Well, hold up. With 2 games, because you got to fit everybody's criteria. With 2 games.
I'll be like, oh, thank you. Here's A to my son.
Oh, damn, true.
Okay.
And you
True.
just,
Yeah.
But he's like, it
I'll be like, how the fuck she get my address?
He
That's
gonna end up
what
on the
I'm
back of a
questioning.
milk.
It was on my Facebook.
I'm my husband, but I want to find out how the fuck you got my address. Now that's the difference right there. He gave her the address.
She called Joey Greco and followed me.
Yeah, then we got a fucking problem.
So you whipping out the ratchet or you whipping out the
shame?
She'll get fucked up. That's all you got.
My bad. With the tattoos on the head. So hold up.
Sounds like it's about to
She was
be
going
bad.
wild out like the girl at McDonald's.
Oh my gosh, she was playing blows.
Oh, you
12-piece combo.
Pause real quick. Now we got the princess.
Oh, snap.
You know, her dad drives like a Range Rover.
Oh my God.
Mommy drives an S5.
Okay.
Right?
I get it.
She gotta come to work. So she
That's
can
why she said Ferrari.
So she
I
can
get it now.
maintain. So she can maintain the
illusion.
You know.
Gotcha.
Okay. So if
Sounds like
Pay
she
the
gets a
dollar.
lot of gifts.
your husband, fiance, boyfriend, whatever, receives a gift from his ex in the form of, let's just say,
Whatever it is, I'm not okay with it.
you're not okay with
No,
it.
I think it's overstepping. Like she said, how did you get her address? Like, how did you know where to send it? Like, it's not okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
no, and nobody would see it. It would go straight in the trash. I don't care if anyone made money off of it. I would even send him a picture of it going in the trash can. It's not video.
Baby.
Snapchat.
You got a package.
Yeah. YouTube video of it just sitting in the trash can,
Yo,
just
I
saying
just
bye.
honestly feel
Yeah.
like there's boundaries.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
that's overstepping boundaries.
And it's like
You allow one thing and then they take like a mile. Like, no, that's not okay.
You know,
Yeah.
you know you guys are
My heart.
person is
Damn, I'm gonna disappoint.
Right.
that's when the action needs to stop.
I mean,
Period.
obviously with social media the way it is today, you know what everyone's status is for the most part, you know? So, like, you can look and say, okay, you're engaged to each other. So let Devin's ex send him a gift, you know? Like, that's not okay. Obviously, she knows you're with somebody else. Like, no, back up. That's how I feel about it.
Well, did you see that? Did you see that YouTube video where the girl was on what was it? What was the swiping app?
Tinder.
Tinder, and she called out all those guys from New York City, and all
like,
those dudes showed
It
up.
happened.
So she texted like all these guys, all these messages, so they all showed up in the middle of Manhattan. And it was all these dudes just standing there, and then she was on a mic, and she was like, if y'all are in a relationship, y'all need to leave. And like half the crowd left. And I was like, God! I was like, that's crazy.
Stay away from those websites.
So anyway, so hold on, we got respect the Meg. Meg?
No.
She gonna try
Meg?
Fuck no.
Meg? Hold up.
No, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Apologize.
12 years, sorry. No, not you, Meg. No, yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
I know you.
So Meg, what do you say?
Well, we both have friends that are exes that we still talk to on a daily or, you know, pretty often.
Okay.
And, like, I've got an ex who's one of my best friends who wants to send me and my son a gift because he was in both of our life. I mean, he knows about it. He's whatever. He's cool with it. He still talks to his exes. We go over and chill at their house. I'm cool with it. They've gotten him gifts. It's whatever. If it's a crazy ex, depending on what they say, I'm just gonna sell that shit. Give me my money.
Okay. So, El Madero, Foul Mouth, what you got? Because you the middleman. You got the vagina. So.
I thought you was continuing on.
Yeah, what the fuck?
You made a switch. I'm like, wait, what's going on?
Hold on. We got respect.
My fault.
Woody?
No, we don't.
It's very simple. They figured it out. Your address or whatever the scenario. Of course, it doesn't mean that you gave it to them. Sometimes they, like you said, social media, they'll find your shit no matter what if they're determined enough. So if you're dumb enough to put your shit out there and you get a gift, you know, what I would say is rewrap that motherfucking shit and put it under the Christmas tree. There you go. Recycle, reuse, reduce. That bitch. Then don't call her back. If she wants to send you more shit, then you have more presents for Christmas. What?
No, and like, why would they think it was okay to send them again? Like, I just don't get it.
No, it's just we'll go into that another time. But the main question is. The main question is, what would you do? So, Beast, you on the mic. What you got?
Oh man, I'm going with Meg. It depends on the relationship because some people break up and they be best friends.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it.
It happens.
Sometimes
I have female friends that I used to date.
But this is what I have to say about that. So, are you gonna be okay if that's somebody that your girl fucked?
It happens.
But I'm just saying,
if you
you're
think,
not
but
cool
that's the
with
path.
your girl
Okay.
being friends with somebody with the shit talking.
I'm gonna be honest
They're
with
with
you.
you
If you
still with
really
a
think
reason,
about it,
so-
like what he said,
Like, that's the path for a reason.
when you meet your girl or you dating somebody nowadays, they probably done fuck somebody you know.
Yeah.
It happens.
Most of his female friends he's had sex with. I don't care. We still go and hang out at their house.
You man slut.
Wow.
Thank you.
Sounds like about to be a
Like-
swinging session.
It's whatever.
And
It's the past. They've all moved on. They all got their booze, and it's whatever.
happens. It happens. But so anyway, and
You see her? She ain't got no weave on, but she
No.
she bad.
I'm scared.
You gotta do it for why did I get married?
Like I'm about to get tackled.
I'm trying to keep it.
Sorry, my bad.
So
Wait.
Sweet. So hold on. We got Sweet. So Sweet. What you got? So
What the fuck are you looking like that?
Yeah, there's a difference. He's married. So let's
Yes.
say he's married.
Actually, I
There's a
don't think I
difference.
would mind that much because I mean, there's a lot of people with friends. I mean, if it's a birthday gift, who really cares?
That's why I wanted to.
Okay. No. Hold up. He's being honest. He's being honest.
No, I'm
honest. So you, like you said, you feel that it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, they're with you for a reason.
Okay.
So, like, are you that really insecure in your relationship that you have a problem with that?
Okay. It's true. That topic out there. Hold up.
Alright, so this is, I'm just gonna break it down like this, okay?
Break it down.
Alright, there's many times you can have a friend that you've probably had fun with once before, and y'all still friends, give gifts to each other, respect each other as just like somewhat of brothers and sisters. Unfortunately, it's not full brother and sister, but you know what I'm saying? And yeah, you can't. But all right, good fucking friends. How about that? Good fucking friends. Let's say it like that. So yeah, there's some girls that I've been with once before, and we cut it up. You know what I'm saying? We had a bad breakup, but then we understood each other. We understood we were better as friends, and we just moved on from that. You feel what I'm saying? You don't have to look at it in a way where that person is a threat to your relationship unless you feel like that person is a threat to your relationship. Now, if the person is trying to talk to your man, if he's trying to get with you and you see that, you know what I mean? Or she's giving gifts with a little bit of a winky face and a love at the end of it, you know what I mean? Yeah, then for sure, you have all respect.
We've left that part out. Yes.
But however, if you just cool with them, you went with them, you've been with them, you know that y'all had sex before, but y'all cool about it, then you can respect that. You gotta trust your man, you know what I mean? In the end of the day, you gotta trust your man.
Just let me
you gotta trust your man.
I don't actually like my eyeballs.
Or trust your girl.
What's your man gotta do with him?
She needs to rebuttal.
Yo, what he's like?
Oh fuck no.
Yeah, he's like a hype man. He's just sitting there, just yeah.
It could be sarcastic.
Hold up. We understand. So, because
you don't even know what you understand.
I already know you already. Me and you have these discussions all day. So pause that real quick. So
low mid.
Now low.
No mid.
Bring it home, bro.
You okay? So let's go.
If you're
Hold up. Pause. Let's go. Low. You was in a relationship once where it was really serious.
Once.
And
Good job.
No. Hold on. I love you, baby.
You said no.
It's a drink. In that relationship where it was, because he was in a relationship that was serious, so he was going to sacrifice it all. So let's just say
she's on fire right
now.
now.
Let's just say that you was in that relationship and Shorty received the gift from my ex.
Okay, let's clear it up. First of all, I'm still in one. I'm in one now. 4 years and counting. Now, I'm a motherfucking alpha male. Everyone who knows me knows I'm a fucking savage. So,
are you real?
I don't know that. Yeah. I'm a fucking savage. And I'm the motherfucking alpha male in this motherfucker. So, if homie was supposed to send a gift, oh, what's this? That's what happened to that damn gift. Get shit out of here.
Jose.
Of course, so
That's like the smartest thing I've ever heard.
I didn't even know Lucky was
He's like, I'm good.
Definitely alpha male right there, bro.
I'm telling you.
I didn't even know he was my bad luck. But I do got a question though. Let's take the relationship out. What if you were still single and your ex hit you with a gift?
That's a different.
That's basic. Hell yeah, we're taking
There's no boundary.
It's free.
Yeah.
That's a dumb question.
I understand that, but what if y'all had a real fucked up past and it's like, yo, you ain't want 2 fucks to do with them.
Free.
Like if she cheated on you,
Free.
y'all wild.
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you.
Hold on, pause.
You should know, like,
a lot of gifts.
Yeah, no. I was like, no. You didn't do it before. Don't do it now. Bye. Get the fuck out.
I'm taking Christmas, birthday, Valentine's Day, and single, and I'm
Take
taking them all.
advantage of it. Take advantage of it.
Hey.
Okay.
You're the idiot for keep on sending me shit.
And they asked if it's in return. We're not together. What are you talking about?
I'm single.
Yeah.
I heard you still miss me, baby. What's up?
No, this is my birthday's coming up. Oh, I like this.
Wait till with the match know why I wouldn't do it.
The next question.
He's got another scenario going on.
Hold up. And I'll answer it because because happened to us. All right, I had a friend who I've known for probably, I'd say, oh man, almost like. Was she
really interested in that drink? She got so nothing's in there. Just ice. She got real interested in that drink. Real quick.
Hold up. I had a friend which I've known for I'd say about 13, 14 years now. So we've known each other for a while. In the beginning, when we first started, we were in a relationship, right? We were in a relationship, but then I'd say not even a year into the relationship, we just knew that it wasn't going to work, right? So we knew that it wasn't going to work. But guess what? We still shared the same interests. We still kept in touch. It was like back in the days, it was like having a pen pal. No, you can get mad all you want, but I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. So back then, like Facebook was just coming on the scene. MySpace was there, and even then, we still kept in touch after years. Even after everything that we went through with her being in her relationship, me being in my relationship, we still were friends, and we'd hit each other every now and then. Hey, what's going on? Hey, and then towards like the latter part of the year, we tried, and it never worked. And we automatically knew. Look, the best thing to do is just to be friends, right?
And that's the thing.
The best thing to do is be friends. But what we always did was every year, no matter what, we'd always just do one thing. We'd always do like she would send like something, I would send something, but it would be like crazy stuff. Like there's stuff that she can't get in her country that I would send, like simple things like she's in a different country. So hold on. So like I would send things like different chocolate, different Fruit Loops. But hold on. Let me finish. Because I listened to all you guys, what you guys had to say. Now you're being disrespectful because I'm telling, and then you're speaking. So all I'm saying is that basically what happened is that she knew any girl that I was talking to from past to present, she knew about them. She'd always rally me to be like, hey, look, I'm for it. Like, do what you got to do, right? When I met her, she was so happy. She was like, oh my gosh, you finally found someone that suits you, who is for you. She was cool. What are we wrong? No.
Her eyes to the moon and back.
Hold on.
Oh my God, did you fall?
Hold on. Are we wrong? Was she ever?
Absolutely.
No. I'm asking you. But did she ever come out being rude to you? You're carrying this. So was she ever rude to you?
No, she didn't.
Did she ever disrespect you?
No.
Did she ever say anything bad?
Until Christmas time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, on Christmas, she sent a gift. She sent a gift for my sister, and she sent a gift for me. And I was kind of shocked because I was like, wow, she didn't send like something else, and I checked and I was like, wow, she didn't send something else. And it was a hat. It was a Christmas hat
of his
favorite, of my favorite soccer team, of a soccer team that we both support.
Okay.
That we both support, and we've been supporting for years.
You better call marriage off right now, man. Woo!
Now, that's where it's always going to be an issue.
Exactly.
You're dating somebody and you receive a gift and that person
didn't get
sends
one.
Not even that.
Like
that person sends you your favorite thing.
It's personal.
That's personal.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend is never going to let that go.
I'm a girlfriend. I'm his fiance.
Yeah.
It's a different.
That's even another line.
But that's what I'm saying. But
it's a long time friend.
But the only thing about it is that the only thing about it for me, and like I said, the only thing about it for me, and the thing is, even with my previous relationship, because my previous relationship was a little bit longer. She even in that relationship, we were like, she understood and she was cool. You know what I mean? So, and it never really was anything disrespectful. You know what I mean? So even now in our relationship, and I understand the stage that we're going through. Me personally, yes, okay. I felt that it was kind of disrespectful, and I felt that maybe she shouldn't have done it that way, but. My thing is that the only thing I can do is I'll take it and I'll throw it in the closet, just like everything else, and I'll go on with the rest of my day.
You need to address it.
So I will.
To let it repeat again.
Yes, it will.
Because let me tell you something.
I'll
I'm a
let it
type of
repeat.
person.
I'm gonna tell you why.
He's gonna check
Because I
every
need
piece of
that
mail
content
now.
for this podcast. Hey. So anyway.
Wait, does she know you're getting married?
Yes, she knows I'm getting.
So why wasn't the Christmas guest for both of you? That would have been respectful.
Oh, let me tell you something.
I can understand that.
I love my fiance so much, but he goes and lies to me and tells me it's for both of us. Nah, nigga, it was not for both of us.
I try to say that to soften the blow. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be honest. You gotta be straightforward.
Okay.
It sucks.
But guess what?
But you know what upset me the most too is like, oh, you said it to his sister. Who the fuck am I?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But have y'all talked before? You said y'all didn't talk
though?
before, right?
Bro, we only talked
forgot your name.
one
But she
time.
knows she doesn't know you on that level.
But
But she knows you're married.
But the fact is,
she's
the
aware
boundary.
that she's
I'm his fiance.
She the alpha
Soon to be
woman.
married.
It's a wedding gift.
It's boundary.
And-
Girlfriend is a whole different level. But when you marry somebody and you're with that person,
That's
you're
a whole
actually
nother
gonna. It's a whole different level. It's
She-
a whole different
another
level.
world.
Y'all married?
That's
Bill
why I
Cosby.
said
Married?
Bill Cosby.
That's why I said it all
Are you
We're not married now.
But I'm
We're not
saying,
married.
it's a
Even if we
whole-
We're not married right
Even
now.
if we did, my friend Brad would probably still send me gifts, and he's fine
Actually,
with that.
true story.
That's
All right, this
y'all
is just
He actually sent me a
between
letter.
us.
She said,
Not in my household.
She about to tell you now.
Susie Q is the alpha
And you
female.
married? Nah, nigga.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't roll that plate. Because
Yeah.
listen, I'm a
We
type
still
of person.
Because he's
I'm a
super
type of
supportive
person.
of my relationship.
I'm a
with
type of
Wyatt.
person. If I don't do it to you, don't do that shit to me. Simple. That's how it rolls. If I'm not cheating on you,
We
you
know
don't cheat
who
on me.
is canceling our
That's how it
relationship.
rolls.
Yes.
That's how it rolls.
She's spicy.
She's rolling on it right there. Wonder
That's
Woman.
how it
That's
rolls.
a female
If
T-Rex
I
right there.
give you
Just saying.
100% respect,
Jurassic World right now.
if I give you 100% respect, I expect 100% back.
Okay.
And that's
Simple. That's
So,
how it
so,
is.
so back to the
Hold on,
matter.
Jenny has
And
something.
that moment right there pissed the shit out of me, guys. And I was like, I want to have that conversation in the podcast with other girls to see if that's okay.
Okay. So and then we addressed
I
that.
can understand.
So hold on.
Thank you.
Hold on. We got it. Bring in another
Hold
spicy
on.
Latin in. She got it. What you got, Jenny? What you got?
Okay. So what I'm trying to say about this whole situation, 'cause, I mean, that does happen, you know. That's a good question to bring up and something like this. But it's personal. Like, she got you something that
She know you like.
and regardless of anything, at the end of the day,
That's
how
where
would
it
you
changes.
feel like if she knew,
Yikes.
since y'all so close, let's just say she knew you got in an argument with your girl, with your wife, gonna be wife, right?
She just slides in.
And then she slides in the little
DMs.
thing and says, hey, that's disrespectful. But you don't
It's
know
like
if
letting
that's
something
possible
open
that
that
it can
shouldn't be
happen.
open.
I understand.
Because she's gonna be like, well, you took my gift, you know, you cool like that, we friends, right?
It was a hat.
So
See-
she's gonna expect that
was a
if that
fucking
shit
hat.
don't
That's
work
why I
out,
get
guess
those
who the
cards.
fuck is gonna be creeping up in your
But
door?
the thing about it is like, let me ask a question.
She hit me with the mommy eyes.
Hey, but let me ask y'all a question though. Can I ask a
And the
question?
thing
real quick?
is, men
And
don't
this is
like.
honest. Cut that shit before you get married.
Okay. All right. Cool.
That's what I told him.
So-
To cut that shit.
Everybody-
I'm gonna ask a question though. Yes, it is a personal. It's a personal gift though, right? But you wouldn't send a gift that somebody doesn't like. You feel what I'm saying? Something that doesn't matter to them.
Your longtime friend.
Yeah, it's a
I'm about to dig
long-time
a hole,
friend.
bro.
So you gotta say something important
about to
between
dig a hole, bro.
Now, however, hold on, let me finish.
Buddy.
However, it is true. You're right. You're right. She kind of just overstepped the boundary by not saying her gift as well.
It's
You
not
feel what I
even
mean?
that. She's not comfortable with it.
I'm gonna be honest
He
with
needs
you.
to stop being
Even
friends with her.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Even if she sent her a gift, that gift was too personal.
I wouldn't say
It could have
that
been
if
tickets
you
to
know who.
somewhere.
We
Gift
always
card.
go
A
over
gift
their
card for
house.
them
She
to
sent
go
you a
out.
gift.
That's why I always
That
give
was
out
super
gift
personal
cards.
because
Gift
you
cards
know
are
that
always
friendship.
Listen.
I wouldn't be
Way to
mad.
go, Dylan.
I'd be like, cool.
Hey,
Even if
listen,
I
look.
got
Sending a
nothing.
gift.
Look.
to
Way to go.
his
I'd be
Way to
like,
go.
cool, that's my gift.
My
Yeah, riding.
Okay.
You got it.
Okay.
If you sit
Are we all talking at the same time?
Order.
and you know that there's a wife there,
Order.
You don't send your wife shit.
Order.
1, 2, 3.
Hold on. Okay.
And I don't
Okay.
give a fuck if I like it or not.
she shoulda got the best
Okay.
gift.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
she shoulda.
order.
Bro.
Order. All right. So we've come to the fact that we all agree here.
To disagree.
Well, some of us agree to disagree. Pretty much. That at the end of the day, it was disrespectful, right?
Yes.
It was.
All right,
It was.
so we'll end on that. Now, next question.
Breakdown.
Because I know some people gotta roll out soon. But last question:
I like that white Hennessy.
Is it fine? Is it fine to keep in touch with your ex?
I don't keep in touch with any of my exes. I block every single one of them.
Because they're exes for a reason.
For a reason. Stay far away from that fucking drama. Nope.
Right. Okay.
No, because he's an ex. You fucked him. Hey, there's always fire left. always among somebody.
Sometimes
It's easier to have sex with somebody you had sex with
turn into hate real quick.
There's always drama. Drama always comes along.
It's true. You're right. There is going to be some drama.
You know
But
what I mean, you left that person for a reason. Leave him in the past.
Yes.
No need to communicate. No need
So
to
what
end
you're
up
saying
having
is
friends
past is
with it.
past.
The past is the past.
Okay. All right. Britt, what you got?
Yeah, it's different. If it's an ex that you don't have a child with,
that's different.
Then yeah,
that is different.
Then yeah, write them
Yeah,
off. Because I pray every damn day my baby daddy was just an ex. Because then I would have no reason to ever see him, talk to him, nothing. But
that's different.
Yeah.
100%.
So just if it's an ex, nothing. And I'm with somebody. I'm with somebody. They don't want me talking, and sadly he's not even an ex. They don't like that person. I'm supposed to respect him. Like I'm supposed to be by his side, ride or die. I'm supposed to be a girl. Yes, I don't talk to them. Okay. And I don't want no problems. Okay. So you don't have no problems. So we're on the same page. We're fine.
Okay. All right. Great. Okay.
Fucking baby daddies.
It really depends.
Okay.
Just me, and I because honestly, there is some exes of mine that just are friends. We just end up being friends. Like my husband, like he was my friend since 7th grade. So you know that that in general. That's
Okay, Linda.
But I'm just saying in general, like if it ends up being like that communication, then yeah, that's fine. I understand that. Like I wouldn't tell him you can't have friends. You know that you dated before. Now the difference is that the boundary issue. There is a form of respect. Like we could be cool, but I need to meet her. Let me meet her.
No one-on-one.
I got you. Here you go. I'm not worried about that because you know what? You got me. I got you. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, are we talking like in the aspect? Are we still in a relation, or like we in a new relationship, or are we single?
No.
Because
it's
what you saying?
No.
No.
General.
I think it's just in general.
Well, in general, I mean, I have kept in contact with my exes before, and thank you. I know he's always got something to say. But I mean, I think like if I do get in a new relationship, obviously that contact would stop immediately because there were feelings there, and I mean sometimes things end because it's a mutual agreement that things aren't working out. But then sometimes things end because people are idiots, you know? But, I think it just depends on the situation, in all honesty. Do I talk to any of them now? No. But I mean, in the past I did, so.
Well, you got that money now, so.
Yeah.
Hey, don't be hating. Shit. I'll be like, hell yeah.
Meg, what you got for me, Meg? What do you think?
I have exes that I still talk to.
All her exes live in Texas, too.
Bruh.
Bruh. She was waiting to say that. She was waiting to say that.
I can't. Howdy, y'all.
I mean, I still have exes that I talk to on the frequent. Now, there are choice ones that I definitely will never have contact with. For one, to my baby daddy. I do not, have not, ever, will not know that gone death to me. Like, he's non-existent in my life and my kid's life, ever.
She did a vasectomy.
He probably did that to himself in jail. So, he's already got like 4 more, so he good.
Oh, somebody dipping the spoon in the peanut butter.
You need to do it. But I don't have a problem as long as if they start trying to disrespect and cross that line with me of like trying to get back with me, then I cut it off. I'm like, no, I'm with someone. If you can't respect that, then you don't need to be in my life.
Actually, didn't you have? What is it?
Me?
Who hit you up?
Wait, hold on. Wait,
or my ex-husband.
Wait, hold up.
Yeah,
wait.
I think so. He hit you up and tried to
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my bad.
We are starting podcast. We ain't trying to finish the podcast.
No.
You shouting out people's names. I got.
I ain't
He didn't shout out a name. He was talking about my ex. My ex-husband hit me up because he got out of jail, and he was like, "What are you doing? Who you with? Blah blah blah. I would love to, get back and smash with you." And I was like, "No." I told him about it. He was like, "Wow, okay." That's
as long as you
it
handle it.
was like, you do what you do, you know?
Yeah,
I trust you. You feel me? I have that trust.
And she's the Meg. Come on, bruh.
Same with
shark attack.
my other best friend, the one like similar to what you were just talking about. We've been best friends. We were in a 2-year relationship. we ended up cutting it off. We were like strictly friends because it just wasn't working. We were at each other's throat, and we've been good friends since. We talk all the time. I know a lot about his family history, so I'm there to talk to him and calm him down when he's going through a lot of family drama. Oh. And I know a lot of his background, and he was there for me during a really tough point in my family's life. So we have that connection, but he's talked to him on the phone, and he's always like, hey, how's Waking doing, how are you guys? Yeah. He's like, are you guys good? He's like, I'm so happy that you found somebody who's there for you, that makes you happy, that makes you and your son happy. He's like, I'm super supportive. He's like, and I really hope I get to meet him one day. So, I have both sides. You're like, just don't disrespect that line.
No, understandable.
And then I'll cut you off like, you ain't nothing.
All right, Beast, what you
but
got
it's
for
also
us?
like, how long are these relationships? Because to me, if you're not even boyfriend, girlfriend, or in a relationship.
It's just a general question.
No details.
What you got, Beast?
Well, be straightforward. My best friend is my ex-girlfriend from junior high school. We never had sex, but we dated for about 2 years. Speak still to this day. She got a whole kid, whole boyfriend. I speak to him. Everything's cool. My last relationship.
Don't cry on us now. I see the tear coming.
Nah, it's
the one that got away.
No, and that's the funny thing. I do have the one that got away. Me and her still cool to this day. I fucked that up, but we still friends. She pushes me to be in a relationship. She pushes me to do better. It happens. It's all about demarcating that boundary.
Okay. Sweet. What you got?
What's the question again?
Is it fine to keep in touch with your ex?
I don't know. That is difficult. If lifetime friends, maybe, but there's also you can also be cheating on them by having not a physical relationship, but
emotional
relationship. So
I've had a friend
that's where it's really hard to draw the line of where it's like you said, boundaries. You know what I mean? So, but that is really difficult. But I mean, baby moms, yeah, you have to be for the kids. Sadly.
Unfortunately, I'm better off alone.
Singing that song.
Hold on.
What's the mess?
What you got?
Like she said, I have friends that are exes. I have no problems with them. We've known each other since high school. I have some friends that I just did things with, and we still cool. You know what I mean? Like
did things.
It just matters. It's based on those boundaries, like they say. If you don't have those boundaries set, and if y'all don't respect those boundaries and respect each other or whatever, y'all not gonna move. You feel me? Y'all not gonna progress. Some of these things that y'all deal with in life is ways of telling if this is worth it or not. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's the biggest thing y'all need to understand is that exactly. But is it really though? Is it really? If you're worth it, is it worth going through it with this person at the end of the day, knowing that they have this friend that may tarnish our relationship? Can you trust that person? Because that person, you might be your skepticism only. That's the problem. You feel me? He may not even touch that girl, and vice versa. But it's the whole fact that you know that they had sex before. That's the problem. You feel me? You have to be okay with that. You have to be able to say, I'm gonna look past that. Every single one of us have fucked somebody before in our past.
I have not.
Period. That's what it's like. I like how Candy said, I have not.
You just said, except for baby mama.
But I'm just saying, I did not. You know what I'm saying? We all have sex before in our past.
Yeah, we all come with a past.
You know what I'm saying? You can't let that past defeat your future or your present right now. Because if you let that defeat your future or your present, then that's when you're gonna kill your relationship before you even know. And that's just how it is. So in my case,
one of my home moments
I feel like it's okay as long as you put those boundaries and you respect it. Because if she ever did something, trust me, I'm gonna find out. You know what I mean? I may not find out just right then and there, but I will find out.
One thing I learned in life, women
I will find out.
I don't have that kind of heart to cover that shit up.
I'm no,
she's alive.
I got a story about somebody.
Save your story. Hold on.
That's round two.
That's round two. We got low mid here. What you got for me, Low?
So it's pretty much like what Crystal said, like how it ended in general. Like I had an ex that cheated on me.
You want some juice?
Since he brung up that name.
Oh my god. Sorry,
I had to
answer the question.
I'm going to answer the question. We're going to take this to Kiwis with that story. So pretty much it's basically how, you guys ended. Maybe it didn't end in like Crystal said, a mutual thing, because I had an ex before, I when we first started dating, I asked her straight up, like, yo, do you still got feelings for your baby daddy? No, then she came out the blue 2 weeks later. I'm like, you know what? Even though you were just like, yo, you was in the moment, it's all good, we cool. And there's some exes that I have, they still try to reach out to me, and it's like, yo, what the fuck you want from me? So it's like, it's pretty much, yeah.
I keep it casual. Hi, bye.
No, it's depending,
How's life? Is good? Okay, cool.
If you know they're getting too close, if you know they're getting too close and they pushing that boundary, you gotta be like, listen,
it's just
sorry,
like a
but I can't. You know what I'm saying? Peace out. I'm gonna holler at you another time.
I haven't changed my number in like 10 years. New phone, who this?
Because I pretty much keep it as a like, hey, how you doing? Oh, hope you do good. Peace. I don't.
That's it.
No entertainment.
No,
Block
don't
all the motherfuckers.
ignore the shit
I
out
don't
of
check
it.
in and be
A block this look like a Santa Claus.
It's different. It's different also when they're like when it was just a fuck compared to when it was an actual relationship. Like you guys built something together, y'all were something together. Then I can understand.
There's an emotional factor.
Yeah, checking in on the person. But no, other than that, if you're in a relationship and your other spouse don't like it, no. But if you're
the one thing we never talked about.
There's plenty we haven't talked about.
Yeah. No. I'm talking about in relation to this. Nobody ever talked about if the person is fully secure with that person around.
That's what I was thinking this whole time, though.
Like
you would have to be secure.
It's all dependent on you as a person.
Yeah.
What if you still
that's
like
what I mean.
them?
As
What if you still got feelings for them? Can you demarcate that boundary yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, you say no.
And that's what I mean. As in, that's what changes your relationship. That's what builds that trust. You feel me? If you can't trust and make that communication,
foundation,
you won't be able to build that relationship.
That's what he said, emotional, because like you could lean on your ex because you feel like, oh well, they know me as well. I'm having issues with so and so. Let me lean on them, and it's more of an emotional thing. But
But doing that would trigger. That could also trigger that.
You're like, hey, can I come over at 2 o'clock in the morning? I need to talk. Let's have some coffee.
That's a boundary you don't want to break.
That's not coffee.
Can I say something? Since I started this podcast, I learned a lot about love. Look on his face. He was like, let him say something. All right. So I'm just gonna wrap up this topic here.
Jenny's got a story.
And then we can jump into Jenny's story. But me personally, you're right. What you said was right. Me personally, I'm one of those people. When I'm done, I'm done. There's no looking back. And am I right?
We don't know. After the Christmas incident, we don't know.
If we don't see you on Monday, I know that. If we don't see you on Monday, we know.
After Christmas, we don't know.
I don't think people understand what the word done means.
No. I know what done means because I've had girls that I've dated. I've had girls that I've dated.
He's
in the
more
past.
a medium rare.
I've had girls that I've dated in the past, and when I'm like, yo, look, I look at them in the face and I tell them, I'm like, yo, I can be a ghost, and I'll be a ghost where you'll never see me ever again. And to this date,
until they pull the curtain.
They're fucking ghosted up there.
Nobody sees
nothing. But my thing is, but like I said, my thing is like when it, like you said, it just depends on how and everything happened. You know what I mean? Because you never know what happened. You never know if it was just like, hey, look, you know what? Maybe that relationship is just like you said, better this way, or maybe we just have a better connection this way. Because I would say one of my good friends, he's been friends with his ex since like high school, and he's married now, married, and him and the girl, they still keep in touch. She's married. They both still keep in touch, and guess what? They both respect each other's relationships. I can go when I go to New York and I fly and I go see them. They both are like, yeah, I just saw him the other day with his kids, and they were at the supermarket and we were all hanging out, and I was telling him about what my kid was doing. And I'm just like, it was so crazy how you guys were like in a relationship in high school, and you guys still keep in touch. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, like I said, it's just depending on the relationship. If you have a toxic relationship, then yes, I wholeheartedly understand if you're like, fuck them. You know what I mean?
That goes to me.
Wholeheartedly respect the whole fucking thing. Because a toxic relationship is a toxic relationship. If someone never respected you, if someone disrespected you, if someone was like, you know what, I'm cheat on you with this person because you're not good enough, then definitely, guess what?
They got
disrespect. It's 100% respectable.
Thanos.
Yeah, snap it. But like I said, if you guys come to an agreement and you're like, you know what, a relationship wasn't the best thing for us, we should have just kept it as friends, let's just keep it as friends, then it's understandable. You know what I mean? To me personally, I just feel like it's understandable. And me as a person, trust me, don't get me wrong, but even before I met her, I was kind of one of those dudes like, you know, I'm just gonna leave this door open.
Of course.
I'm gonna leave this door open because
me,
you
I
never
kept
know.
a few doors open.
But
that's when you
Then you guys start closing them.
But then you
That's
start
when you're
closing.
single.
But
When
then
you start cutting that lip.
like,
You start saying, fuck that.
When I got serious, I told them.
Chain all the way up the door.
Hold on. When I got serious, the first thing I said, was I walked up to her and I said, look, I told her straight up, I was like, when we started talking, I told her when we started talking, I was like, yo, look, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm talking to like 7 different people. And I told her straight up, I was like, I'm talking to 7 different people. I'm talking to 7 different people. I'm not in a relationship, but I'm talking to all these different girls, right? And I told her, I was like, look, I'd love to talk to you. You know, we can have a conversation, but I don't want you thinking that it's gonna turn into a relationship. I'm a very nice person. I'm very respectable. That's how I've always been. That's how I've always been grown. To be respectable to your peers and to your friends, and I will be respectable to you, right or wrong.
All right.
And I've always been that way. And then when we got serious, the first thing I told her, I said, hey, look, I said, I got a bunch of doors open. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have a bunch of doors. I even got a fucking garage door open.
Yard sale.
I got a fucking garage door open. But guess what?
He said he got a whole hotel for him.
But guess what? I told her, I said, you know what?
He's R. Kelly, actually.
I said, you know what? I said, you know what? I said, because like me and you, we have this chemistry, and I'm loving everything that happens with us, and I'm so ready to be with you. I will close these doors. And I told her straight up, I was like, yo, the garage door is gonna be the hardest to close, but I will do my best.
I'm kind of curious about this.
All the doors closed.
I want to know what the garage
What's up with this garage door?
I'm so willing to discuss about that one because I closed that garage door.
That's a different
I
story for a different
said,
day. But
at least the communication.
most of us is thirsty and hot as fuck, so we
Click
gonna
the
take a
clicker and
break.
break it.
We'll be back.
Ride it!
Welcome back to those girls.
Oh! We getting hacked. You see this?
You mean Golden Girls? Who's
Blanche?
Oh, we all know who that is.
Oh shit.
All right. So back to the show. So I got, just one of our, no lie, this has probably been one of my favorite podcasts, only because I have like a beautiful set of women here who are just really awesome. Really gave their true opinion, which is what I wanted.
Wait, don't.
And that was perfect.
Don't make her cut your nuts off right here.
Yeah,
I don't want to
please.
see that.
She can. Hold up. She
already has. What are you talking
She was
about?
like a wedding stuff.
She already has.
But
After Christmas,
He was like, "There's a very beautiful
Just like
set of
those
women." I was
guys
like, "Don't make her
podcast.
cut her nuts."
But just like those guys' podcasts that's been hacked by the girls.
Ooh,
My girl,
nice movement.
Jenny from the Block's got a story for us. So sit back and
drink a beer.
Hands in here next time.
What you got first, Jenny?
So, kind of like a story. So it's related to the whole situation. I have a friend, right? And this friend, he's married her for like more than definitely like 11 years.
Oh.
Right? So he did cheat on her. Okay? Ended up cheating on her. And she found out, and and they didn't know if they were gonna make it work, but they ended up making it work, right? But then, right now, It's a situation where a girl that he used to mess with a long time ago, way before his wife, way before anything, she's like, no, we cool, we're just gonna be friends, right? Then there's little boundary questions that go out of hand, and the next thing you know, she's like, so when's the last time you got good head?
Wow.
Exactly.
I saw something on Jerry's
That's
Twitter.
For real, this is some Jerry shit.
That question came out, and he was just like, Saturday. Because his wife actually, she works in another state. She's a teacher. She gets paid more. So she asked him the question over now. Like, I'm talking about this week. When's the last time? Obviously Saturday when my wife is here. Like, what kind of stupid question is that? But then she says something else stupid. She says, when does your wife leave?
Oh, see,
so the reason why I'm bringing up that story is that you understand that there is boundaries that even years later could still happen.
It's true. We're not saying that it's not true though.
Exactly.
But what did he do? Did he
What is
go
his
for
response?
No.
Exactly.
His response was he told her, no, we just friends, but she still doesn't, like she
Exactly.
still says little stuff like
At
that.
that point,
So
he needs to go ahead. At that point,
where
he needs to click her. You feel what I'm saying?
But
That's
she's
that
giving
point.
him those type of hints, and it's just wrong.
But that's just what a man has to deal with. We're gonna have just like a female has to deal with a guy trying to holler at her.
Can I draw her picture? Your Thanos snap. If you originally think about it, Thanos snapped his finger and wiped out half the universe for a woman.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just saying.
And it was death too. So,
and she didn't really care about him.
Yeah.
Ouch. So, but anyway, I get what you're saying.
I take my snap back.
Instead of you thinking that it's gonna be like a friendship there, sometimes there's little hints and little things that are out of the way. And in that situation with the whole Christmas gift, like you might have thought it was okay, like it's nothing serious.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, you still gave her your address. You still took it a little too far.
But like I said, okay,
this juice.
Hold on. So we're jumping back. So we'll jump back to it, right? So this person, like I said, known her for a really long time. So she's had my address. She's had my address when I lived in Georgia. She had my address when I first moved back to Florida, and she's had my address now even the day when I bought the house. Because she's been my friend. You know what I mean? Like I said,
she's putting the pieces together. She's putting the pieces together now. She's like, oh.
But my thing is that we've just been friends, and even if you look at all the conversations from past to present,
if you don't see him on Monday, let me know.
But the only thing that I ask you is, what if it does? What if one little thing like that, like something that you don't think would never happen?
Would you tell your girlfriend if she didn't cross that line?
First of all, if let's say that she crossed the line, right? Let's say that she came out and she was like, hey, when's the last time you and her did this? I'd be like, I would tell her, like, hey, look, we've been friends for X amount of years, right? You know that this is my fiance, right? And I would tell her straight up, you know that this is my fiance.
Devin handles his business.
So
I think you do.
So you know that this is my fiance.
Yeah.
Please, if you continue to ask questions like this, don't talk to me ever again.
Yeah, he's gonna be.
And I would leave it that way because at the end of the day, I'm still respecting the friendship. But at the end of the day, if it continue and it persists,
you gotta
talk. But how many times is it gonna take for it to?
But that's what I'm saying. She only.
But he just said.
Sometimes I'll say like this. I'll give you two. I'm a 3-strike guy, but I'll give you 2 times to do that shit. First of all, you trying me. Second time, you trying my girl.
First time,
you know what I'm saying?
The first time is supposed to be the last time.
Yeah.
As a man, you're in a relationship with somebody, and that happens. You're supposed to say, hey. Whoa. You know what I'm doing. You know where I'm at. You know where I'm happy here. Don't cross that line.
It's more of an advice.
But you just like you said, don't cross that line.
Exactly. So it's like giving a warning the first time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fair warning.
And then second time, if you cross that line, I already gave you that warning. So that's it.
That's it.
You
it's
feel
no
what I'm
3 strikes you're out.
Yeah, you don't need 3 strikes.
So once I've like you said, once I've given that warning, I'd be like, hey, look, because at the end of the day, she already knows everything that I've gone through. And she already knows from the moment I said I was going to propose to her. She knows the moment when I first met her, and she was like, "Oh my God, you found someone." And then when I was going to propose, she was so ecstatic. She was like, "Oh my God, I'm so happy." Maybe she was a hating ass bitch on her end. She was maybe like, "Yo, can't believe this, and this." I don't know.
Exactly.
But you know what? Guess what? She hasn't come out. This is the first time this has ever happened. Like I said, in in all time since we've been friends. This is the first time ever. No, say what you gotta say.
I got a question.
Go on.
The first
Is
time
she
she
in
ever
a
crossed the
relationship?
boundary.
Not that. Have you talked to her about how that gift made her feel?
No, yes, no.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Because I got. Trust me, I got.
He's got 40 minutes response.
I'm going to address it. I'm going to address it, but we've been dealing with just a lot of stuff because we've been dealing with wedding, bridesmaids, groomsmen.
She's
all
been
that
dealing with that
shit.
shit.
So
you
is it, am I wrong
can't
or
get
right?
upset. You know why you
Am I
can't get
wrong or
upset?
right?
Because the priority is the wedding. The priority is making sure that you have the best day of your life. Because a wedding is not for a man; it's for a woman.
This guy's a fucking wingman, man. He's a famous wingman.
I'm not gonna lie. This wedding is kind of.
He's like,
Oh, it's for you.
He's like, I am here.
I'm sorry, but I don't believe in warnings. I just believe that's it. Like,
And beat a bitch
you
ass.
One time, you say one thing one time out of bounds.
I'ma beat your ass.
The only reason why.
Rock bottom.
Only reason why.
God almighty, we're
People's elbow. People's elbow. Stop cold. Pull out the pants and everything.
It does not take more than 5 minutes to message someone and address it. It does not take 5 minutes. Not even more than 5 minutes to address it.
I understand.
It doesn't.
That is true.
Is
No
she
matter what,
in a
it doesn't
relationship?
take
Has she been in a relationship
No,
at all?
She hasn't been in a relationship.
I think that's why she doesn't know that boundary then. Because do
She
you
hasn't been in
think
a
that...
relationship for almost like, I'd say, probably like 8 or 9 years.
I feel like it's a little
You know,
biased.
that's by
in my
choice,
opinion.
and that's by choice.
I
And that's
think
my
her
choice.
intentions was fine, but it's fine. Yeah, I get it. All right. There's some women who think, oh, it's cool to do that, but at the end of the day, the whole situation bothered your wife, and that's
Yeah,
the thing
the
that
hat I
also-
would send you
It's
if
a
you
debate.
weren't with her.
It's a
So I would
debate
send you
about
something
that.
if you were my friend and you were marrying her. I would send y'all something together. Like it's kind of why I put y'all in a
That
group
has
chat. I
to
was like,
be
I can't text Devin
for
out without
you and your
Susan.
wife.
But then you also got to think about it as she hasn't been in a relationship in
So
how
she don't
long?
know.
So some women who haven't been in a relationship and have an ex
Okay.
and see them in
We
another life
still have-
don't know that boundary.
Okay, can I
But
totally
she's been in a
disagree.
relationship,
Let me
though.
tell you something. I totally disagree because let me tell you something. I have never been in a real relationship ever in my 31 years.
You're only
I've always
31, really?
Yeah, I've
thought
only
you were
messed
younger.
with fuck boys, which is always friends with benefits, right?
Yes.
100%. And I always knew what is boundaries and what is
Pause real
respect
quick,
when
pause real
someone is in a
Pause real quick.
relationship.
I was never a fuckboy, just like y'all do.
No.
You put the ring on.
Exactly. But I always met with guys who play those games. You know what I mean? Like never wanted to be in a relationship. Always wanted to.
See, that's the
have this
thing.
and that.
But
They
see,
can't
And
do
you know how you ever seen those?
so, but what I'm saying is like there's not, don't give me that bullshit. I think that's fucking bullshit. Because you know when someone's in a committed relationship, you know that someone is in a fiance or in a relationship with
Even just a
with the
girlfriend.
person or the girlfriend. You don't pass that boundary. It's common sense. It's common
It
sense.
is common sense.
Unless your parents didn't
Whether
teach
you like
respect.
it, whether like you like it or not, it's still
It's common sense. And the fact is that she gave her a gift, his sister, and him. Come on, who the fuck am I?
Oh.
Who the
This
fuck
is-
am I?
Flying the wall.
Exactly.
You're not though. And
So
yeah.
even though I
Don't
wasn't
like her.
expecting gifts,
Uh-oh.
I wasn't expecting gift, and I don't care if she gives me a gift, but at least have
The
that.
thought that counts.
So why don't you just wear
It
the
sound
hat
like a
then?
lifetime
decent-
television for movies.
No, the
Just wear the hat.
around, right in the room.
The decency to do.
Just wear the hat. Just wear the hat and send her a picture. Just
Like
you wear the hat.
Piss her off more, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, she's wearing a hat and he's
I
not.
honestly,
Yeah.
I honestly
Do it.
think if she was supposed to take a picture with the hat, she probably wouldn't care.
Is that the end of the
Honestly,
day?
she might feel bad. You never know. She might be like, "Oh, damn, maybe I was supposed to get her a gift." So
maybe
we
she
can't
didn't
expect
know what
everybody
the
to
hell
know
was.
everything.
Maybe got lost in
The
shipping.
thing is, she will not know
Look,
until it's
look,
when
you
it's
want me to
done.
say- you
I got lost in shipping. You got lost in shipping.
Common
Pause real quick. Pause real quick. Let me tell you how I know
Common
that.
sense is but so common in this world.
You want me to tell you?
You ain't much of
Your
it.
comment was so right. You want me to tell you how I know that? I worked at Disney, right? And
You would work at Disney.
I assumed that
Carlton.
people knew that if lightning was in the area, that you'd either one go inside,
Nope.
come out of the pool,
Not Florida.
and
Yeah,
you know,
not-
that you would hey, like at least know
No.
that safety's safety,
No.
right?
No.
So I'm there working as a lifeguard.
I'm always
Lightning
like,
struck
oh no,
the
that's just
castle.
heat lightning.
They closed every ride at Disney. We closed every pool. I had a guy sit there and argue with me for an hour and 45 minutes on why he couldn't go in the pool and why ducks were in the pool and he couldn't be in the pool.
They're freaking
I
ducks.
could not.
Prime example.
The
In New
building
York,
around it.
the light says "Don't walk." motherfuckers still walk.
That happens. But
that's what I'm saying. Common sense is but still common.
Yeah. Well, that person will not know the common sense until it's been addressed.
Until they go, yeah. That's
so
true.
all I told him was like, oh,
you think she might be listening to this podcast?
I hope she is.
No, I don't think so.
I just hope that will be addressed so it doesn't have to be
if she then hey, you know, right? All right. Just
Where's my juice?
Let's call her up right now.
Where's my juice?
Let's call her up.
If you don't know, now you know.
G-Unit. Let's call her up right now. Let's call her up.
Should be about
No, hold on.
Let's call her up.
That's a different story for a different day.
Let's text her.
We will go into that. But Jenny, we love your story.
She goes, no.
Only if you approve
story.
Huh?
But
only if I approve it, right?
Yeah.
Let's call her up. Next topic.
I think y'all should just have a sit down talk and discuss
Text
it.
it right
He's
now.
like, I'm not ready for this.
Devin, you're like topic man of the year. Like, what are you not down for a topic?
This is the podcast. This is
the podcast. So hold on. Next topic is why friends are horrible show.
No. Can we just stick to Battle of the Sexes, man? Come on.
But this is Battle of the Sexes.
Nah, not with friends.
Yeah.
Not with friends.
It is.
Our men from
He's
Mars and
looking
girls
at his
from
watch.
Venus.
He's like, I think it's time for me to go.
I ride Big Bang Theory. I'm a Sheldon Cooper fan. Big Bang.
Because if you gotta think about it like this, if you bring up Friends, you gotta bring up
Sex in the City.
Sex in the City.
With the horse.
Seinfeld. I can go down the list.
Seinfeld's okay.
Seinfeld's alright.
Shout out to Al Bundy. Fuck that shit.
Yeah,
You go down the list of a bunch of
Al
different shows.
Bundy. Ma'am.
What is it called?
Oh no!
I need that organization.
Married with Children?
Married with, come on.
I said married with Christmas.
Married with Christmas?
You're gonna have to go down that whole list. You can't just bring up Friends.
Nah, you have to bring up Friends because I still don't see the hype in Friends, and I tried.
Oh my god.
I tried.
Yo, it gets
Same
me
as
so
Office
mad.
Space.
I can't watch it.
It's an
Office?
It's a generic.
I think it's really boring. I don't understand how
It's a
anyone
generic
likes that
comedy.
shit.
It's
Nah, I
generic. It's
can't.
not.
I tried so many times to watch
It's not
Office.
something that's over the top. It's not something that's too low. Friends is just like right in the middle.
Exactly.
I think it's classic humor.
Yeah.
I think
It
it's
is
clean,
classic,
good,
and I
fun.
think that should
But see, I can watch. Here's my thing. I can watch the
Clean,
Fresh
good
Prince,
fun.
and when I'm watching the Fresh Prince, I feel like
You can regulate.
like
Yeah.
I understand it, and
Yeah.
it's like
That's right.
I can enjoy
it's
Friends.
old.
That's like I
Carlton.
watch a lot of Family Matters. Sorry. Family Matters. A lot of Family Matters.
like
I watch it a
Oh,
lot.
Boy, Steve Urkel.
Heidi
Exactly. You know, it's just
You drank tonight, didn't you?
he must have. That boy said he was getting on that Henny tonight. I don't know.
But my thing is like I watch it and I just can't get into it. It's like I try even like somebody was like, "Oh, just watch season 1," and I'm watching. And I'm just like, God, I can't. Maybe I don't know. I can't relate. I guess.
Show about
And that-
nothing.
I'm just watching it. I just can't relate to it.
I'm gonna
It's a
be real
show
with
about
you.
nothing.
I probably watched like 5 episodes in total. I just like the hoodie.
He's like, this is why he didn't want to talk about this subject. He's like, I can't even defend this.
The hoodie looked nice.
It was our clearance, man. It was our clearance.
No, it wasn't. I wish it was. It was full price.
Oh, damn. I would pay full price for it.
I'll touch your hoodie.
For a show you
Fresh
don't like?
Prince and I
I
have a
don't
lot in
know.
common. I just pull up to my kingdom.
Oh,
Big money.
She'd be like, hey,
High
big
spender.
guy.
So are you Hillary or are you Ashley?
Oh, she definitely.
Oh!
I'm going with the Hillary.
Hillary Banks!
That should be her name when she's.
Hey, listen. At least we know who's Carlton, though.
Oh!
I say
Because Ashley, you have a sister named Ashley, so.
My favorite Hillary life, she was like, oh man, I lost my key. She was like, look, I have a key and I give a key to everybody in LA. So anytime I listen, I just go see them. And I was like, he's like, what? Yo, oh man. But this has been great, man. I can't even argue. Like, these are really great topics. Love the stories.
Not just men here, women too.
Yeah, I love it.
Those girls.
Golden Girls.
The Golden Girls.
Golden Girls.
Hold on, I want to know who's also Dorothy Bornak or Rose Nyland, the St. Olaf girl. Who's the St. Olaf native?
That's me.
That's me too. This is fucking Lord.
She's like, I'll take it.
Yeah, I love Golden Girls. They actually have a trivia game out right now. I almost
Oh,
bought
I
it.
am Blanche.
No, you're not.
I'm a big Betty White
You're
fan.
far.
That's all I'm saying.
That's
all I'm
Betty
saying.
White.
After this conversation, you are far from
Betty White.
That's one of my Dorothy.
Oh man.
Alright, I'm gonna do Dorothy.
Which one am I, Devin? I've never even seen it.
Dorothy don't play.
Wait a minute, you've never seen Ghost?
She doesn't. I like
Some
the
questions
old
you
white
just
ladies.
don't answer.
Dorothy don't play no games.
You're more like a
Blanche.
I don't watch TV. I'm
definitely
not
not
Blanche.
I don't watch TV like that. I really don't ever. I never
I
have.
can't.
Thank you for
Brittany, you are
being
not.
a
You're more like a 227 kind of girl.
What's 227?
Exactly.
Oh, she's on the two driving, bringing her baby to watch TV. I forgot.
What
Yeah,
is
right.
Happens to me all the time in the
Betty
house.
White?
Rose.
Betty White. I love
I
Betty
could be
White.
Rose sometimes.
That's the Soul Survivor.
Yeah.
Betty White.
Yeah.
I love
I
Betty
love how old
White.
she was.
Love
She
her.
just
Betty White
died.
cracks me up every
When
time.
if something
Yeah.
happens to her, I will cry so much.
Same here.
So,
Bruh,
quick question.
yeah.
Let's say you went to a bar, right? Just throwing this question out there, right? You ladies go to a bar, and you're.
What's
and
a
you're like,
bar?
oh.
You own 2 of them, so you should know.
No, she goes to the country
She got a
club.
bar. She got a bar in the house. She don't go out.
So let's
I
say
just
you.
go to the yacht.
So let's say you go to
They
a
don't want
line
these
dancing
ladies
bar.
to
Line dancing,
Let's go
right?
Cowboys.
Let's say you go to
Yeah.
Cowboys.
Or the bar.
Wait, hold on.
Cowboys,
Hold on.
yeah.
Pause
She
real
owns
quick.
that.
Pause real quick. Cowboys on a Thursday night. I don't know
Oh.
about y'all, but it's popping.
Never been.
Yo, Cowboys on a
It's
Thursday
crotch
night
night.
is full of chicks,
The
bro.
barn dude bar.
I only go to the big truck night, or have only been to the big truck night when they
She
have
has
big
a she
trucks.
has a truck with a lift kit.
Who?
You.
Oh, I
Oh,
have a
because her
truck.
parents are rich too, so they
Yeah.
just
Well, I just drove a dog. Just it.
She broke it.
I didn't. I broke my transfer case. Yes, I did,
Oh,
and I
look
cracked
at
my
that.
radiator. in that.
Look at that.
But I was
driving.
bad, and I didn't listen, and I was a rebel, so I sat in the driveway like, most of the time.
Because she loved the black kid from S Club 7.
Once you go black, you never go
Yeah,
back.
no,
That's so that black,
that's
my bad.
okay. That's a real story. Like when I was like 4 or 5,
Oh,
I can't disagree.
So we'll go with that.
He really
Alright,
did.
say we go to a bar.
Okay, so say we go to a
Never
bar,
been the same.
right? And you're at the bar, and the music is just, it's your favorite song, right?
Oh, I'm
So Taylor
lit. I'm
Swift
lit.
is
So
like-
it's singing Drake Hotline Bling for you, right?
No,
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 Okay.
Taylor
not
Swift.
that one.
Okay.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you go on the dance floor, and you see on the dance floor, and you see a guy just eating out a girl on the floor.
I mean, straight up,
That went
hand
left.
face going like
Okay, is she on the floor or did she got it on the shoulder?
No, she on the floor. He got on the top of the shoulders.
You know?
He over there. He making love to the
Which
Wait,
one?
he with the
You
bag.
know? Which bar?
You need some
What bar is that?
Outside, you know.
Raise on your red. Oh, okay. So,
Does he need help?
Is he alive?
Does he know
Oh, he was
what he's doing?
alive. That boy was living.
Does he know what he's doing?
No, I'm saying, does he need help to attend to other areas?
Oh, I can't even.
You know, some people don't know what they're doing sometimes when
So
they
why
down
you
there.
scrolling so? Why you scrolling so fast?
Yeah, what's up, bro?
Why
A
you
lot of
scrolling
things
so
on the
fast?
news fed.
Was that you? Was that you in this story?
Can we just tilt this crowd to the side just for a second, real quick?
Oh,
Tell him your gangsta. Oh gosh.
I'm talking about my boy was down on it. Just
Man, Mary Poppins
Carpet
returns.
Carpet munching?
First of all,
Dear God. No.
That was you? Bruh.
all right. So how it started? It was a night.
Okay.
It was a
Wow.
night we were just trying to
And
have
I
fun.
thought I knew you. And I thought I knew you. We worked together for a whole year. You ain't never tell me this shit.
Pause real quick. And when I post this podcast,
Not one we
I'm
wanna
gonna post
go
the
to,
story
that's for
after
sure.
it. So
Nobody
don't tell
wants
it.
to go there.
That's gonna make y'all listen. I'm gonna post the story after it. I sat here and
Bro.
I was like, I looked at him.
He
I
was
was
in
like,
shock.
I work next to you.
We used to work on the floor together. You was one of the first people I met when I moved down here.
I thought we were
And I didn't know
friends,
this. Bruh. You was something else.
That was
Hold on,
G4
let me fix this crowd real quick.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
My man was wailing and telling on the dance floor.
Turn of the Mac.
Was it a ram chick or was it a chick you knew?
Random chick.
Nah, we just met. That
It was
shit.
random? Oh yeah, you a gangster.
No, you don't even know.
He didn't like. It's not even like. No. He wasn't eating.
Wait.
He was eating through the clothes. You feel what I'm saying?
It was
He
a
lit.
turn up night. It was a lot of
turn-up night,
Henny.
yeah.
It was a lot of beer.
Nah.
It was
wasn't like-
Ain't that much
it was
turn up in the
lit.
world.
I mean, all you had to do was substitute the clothes, and it would have been over.
No,
I was
it was like,
But you know what? We had everybody in that night.
Sober quick.
He was the one that set up that whole night. That whole night was I was lit because of this guy.
I was drunk as hell with somebody else.
Hold up.
Nah, there was a whole bunch of.
I was
things
dancing
put in
with
it.
one chick
He
that I
wasn't just
went
drunk, he
out
was
with
lit.
for New Year's Eve, and the chick that was bad was behind me, filling on me. Turned around and looked, and I was like,
Can't stop.
Won't stop. Do it. I'm with somebody.
Oh, you with somebody? Okay.
Okay, but guess what? He wasn't with nobody.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just went.
Yeah, he wasn't with nobody.
You just went ham. Legit.
Let's go with that.
You're making it memorable.
Yeah, you made that night to remember, huh?
Hey, I'd never seen him turn red. And when I mean he turned red, we all was like, God jeez.
It was a lot of Henny. It was a lot of Henny.
I just want to know, did you get some?
On this.
You did all that and not got none?
Well, okay, hold on. All right, so
wait, can you?
The plan was to get some.
No. The whole point is for them to listen to the rest of the podcast. Because I got the story out.
Alright, be continued.
Long story short, they was chilling. They saw something that they liked, and they was like, "Yo, tag team." The
5 and 5.
5
girls, 5 guys.
They showed up with their championship belts. And they was like, "We got this."
Listen, my boy was riding. He had to do a big sacrifice to get his hat back. His other soldiers, Terrence, wasn't doing shit.
Just calling out people's names.
Well, you know the hardest thing to do is be a wingman.
Well, technically, hold on. Technically, I was pulled into battle.
The one that ends up with the girl.
Hardest thing to do is be a wingman.
No, it's not. And you want me to tell you why? Okay,
used to be a wing girl.
Real quick.
Yeah.
I went to there's this Latin club in Atlanta. It's called it was called
I used to do the work for them.
whatever. It was a Latin club downtown. I'm trying to remember the name, and it's gonna pop up in my head. It was 5 of us.
Oh, you
right? We got to a bar. No, this is not Jermaine. So 5 of us who showed up to a bar. Literally, there was like these 5 girls that were there. It was like, yo, what kind of fucking coincidence is this? 5 dudes, 5 girls at the bar. I was like, all right, here's what I'll do, because I was in a relationship, so I was respecting my relationship. I was like, look, here's what I'll do for you. I'll go talk to the girl that nobody wants to talk to. I'll deal with her. I'll make her feel like she's the hottest girl in the club. And all you gotta do is just deal with her friends. And guess what? I made that girl have the best night of her life. Shouldn't have bought her drinks, but bought her drinks. And danced with her, teached her all these different dances that I didn't even know. I was just copying off the Spanish people dancing on the floor. Guess what? Was doing grinding that I shouldn't have been doing grinding, sucking up all the bad juices. You know why? Because it was for my boys. And guess what? They all got their digits.
But that's the perfect scenario. Have you ever been a wingman where the numbers are odd?
Yes. And guess what? You do your best to please all.
I've done that quite a few times.
Listen,
I remember quite a few times.
In that scenario, the numbers started dwindling. You know what I'm saying? Like, it started off from 5, real quick went to 4, turned into 3, and we lost 1 and went to 2. You feel what I'm saying? It was literally just me and him at the end of the day. Like, I had to take care of all 5 of the chicks.
Oh no, you good.
In my defense, I got pulled into that.
Don't try to defend this.
Don't lie now. Don't lie now for your carpet munching episode.
Sit back.
I mean, was carpet munching in the middle of the dance floor.
Bro, I'm telling you, he turned. All right, we ain't gonna even talk about it, girl.
And this is why we rave Q with the best, because he just told us that story and threw us all off. Yeah. But I'm gonna wrap it up here. This is Those Guys Podcast. I'm so happy to have all you guys here. Even the ladies, I'm so happy to have you guys here. I'm just gonna let you guys introduce yourself again.
Meg,
Crystal,
Jenny,
Brittany,
and Susie Q.
Yay! And I got the guys here.
Low mid.
Way King with the mask.
Big Sweet.
John the Beast.
Oh, one more thing. Yo, my condolences and love to the one and only Mean Gene.
Oh, yeah.
Rest in peace, man. I hope you looking up in the sky and you looking at us having a good time, because there's probably one story you definitely want to interview when we get turned up in here.
Oh, yeah. And we will have our wrestling podcast pretty soon. It's coming out. So definitely check us out and leave some comments below.
Right.
Podcast.